There's a few things you need to set up before you start painting, otherwise you're going to disturb yourself later on. You want to be wearing old clothes because you're going to tend to be staining your clothes, running your brush against them, things like that. You obviously need to set up your easel, and if you're sitting at a table, then a chair at the suitable height. You want to be comfortable when you're painting. You also want to be relaxed. You don't want to be tense. You also need to have terps ready, because although you're not going to be using terps when you're actually painting, you're going to want to clean your brush and your brushes and do some general cleaning up around the area, and you use terps for that. You'll need rags or kitchen towel or both so you can clean things up. I often do my initial cleaning with some kitchen towel and some kitchen paper, and then I move to rags. So I've got lots and lots of rags. It's a good idea to have some old cups or mugs to put your brushes in. One for clean brushes and one for dirty brushes. Otherwise they'll be rolling around and you'll get into a mess. So with regards to brushes, it's often a good idea to maintain a brush for your dark colours and a brush for your light colours, because you tend to paint some light colours and then you think, well, that dark shape is now no longer correct, so I want to add some dark. So rather than muddy up and dirty and have to constantly clean brushes, keep one for your dark colours and keep one for your light colours. Before you start to paint, it's important to have the board and the image at a good position for your eyesight. So whether you're standing or sitting at an easel, have the board so the centre of the board is in line with your eyes. For example, in this painting over here, all the important part of the picture is directly in front of me. When I want to paint the top or the bottom, I could readjust the position so that my eyesight is adjacent to it. Now, it's also very important to have the source image as closely as possible in line with the painting that you're going to be doing. So as you can see, my image is attached to the left of the easel, and it's in line with where the painting's going to go. So as I'm painting, I just have to move my head slightly, look at the image, and then look back at the painting. It's a very quick and easy movement. Now, it's very important to frequently move back to what we can call the viewing distance. The distance that the viewer, the person who's going to be looking at your painting, is standing at. Because as you're painting, and you can be very, very close, what you see, you can see every individual stroke of paint, and you may think the painting is going far worse than it really is. So stand back at the viewing distance, and all those paint strokes, they merge together, and then you can see what your viewer is actually going to see. After a while of painting, 1 or 2 or 3 hours, you tend to lose sight of reality. You begin to see your painting differently. Your brain is subconsciously fixing up problems, so you can no longer see the problems with your painting. And it's easy to lose sight of how you're progressing. Getting feedback from other people is very important. You don't have to pay attention to their comments or their criticisms, but having a second pair of eyes looking at your painting gives you insights about how you're progressing that you have lost because you've been staring at it for too long. A problem that I have, that I'm aware of having, is that I tend to make one eye bigger than the other. No matter what measuring I do, I somehow don't see that my eyes are different sizes. So that's a personal problem that I have. So it's very, very good to get feedback from other people.